Welcome to the Socially Awkward podcast, which is kindly sponsored by RT Player.
If you're on the hunt for something to watch, RT Player has got you covered with the biggest shows from home and abroad.
You can dive into must-see series like Playing Nice and Blue Lights.
Or stream everyone's favourites, Kin and Normal People.
Or, if you're a fan of Yellowstone,
don't miss the brilliant spin-off series 1883 for your fix of the famous Dutton family.
And sure, that's not even the half of it.
there's so much to watch on RTE Player. Head on over and stream all the latest shows.
Hey!
Welcome back to the Socially Awkward podcast, kindly sponsored by RTE Player. My name is Daniel.
My name is Brandon.
And I'm Shanice. Lads, if you're new, welcome to the Socially Awkward podcast. You are in for a wild ride, to say the least, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a bit mad. We're a bit
It's
mad
so
from time to
crazy
time.
this episode.
It's gonna be mad.
So
It's
wild.
A
chaotic.
bit chaotic, but what have we been up to the last week, lads? What's new on the scene?
Yeah. Oh, go on.
Oh, you in school?
I ran a 5k with Chris.
Oh,
You did?
Is that
I
your
ran a
first
5K with Chris.
that you ran? I ran a 5K.
Oh my god, lads! It was like, what day is it today? Today is Wednesday, and it was on Sunday. I still can't feel my legs. Like they're actually in
Really?
bits. Like I
Did you
didn't.
stretch before it though?
No.
I think you're supposed to. I think you can
Well,
get
I'm
shin
not an
splints
athlete.
from that.
Nobody told me
'cause
this.
every
Like,
time
what?
I forgot to stretch it, it'd be on bits after.
Yeah, same.
Do I look athletic to you? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you do.
Stop it.
He's fish.
Pick
Wait,
me,
actually,
choose
hold
me.
on a minute. Shade alert. You get like a little animation for YouTube for that, please. Thanks.
Yes.
Isn't running actually bad for you?
Is it?
Obviously, the fat person says that. But isn't it bad for you? Like, it's bad for your knees, it's bad for your joints.
Yeah, you can get shin splints, can't you?
Yeah,
What?
but you know,
Do you know what shin splints are?
Shin splint.
Shin splints. I think it's like strain on your leg muscle, or I don't know.
sorry.
I'm not qualified to talk on it, but I think you can get that.
Yeah,
But
if you're not
what did-
educated, keep them out.
But what did a wise woman, Cheryl Cole, once say?
Tap the
Too
fucking
much
table.
of anything can
Oh.
make you sick. Even the good can be a curse. Yeah, sorry,
sound
I'm
like
just
Jedward
breaking out into
singing
song
that.
now.
Oh my god, you sound like Jedward.
Oh, don't say that to me.
Do that again.
What way did Jedward sing again?
No, don't sing. Sing like you, because you just sang like Jedward.
Even the good can be a curse. No, I don't sound
Oh
like
my God.
Jedward.
That's so
I don't
mean.
sound like Jedward.
You don't.
It's not this. I think he
Love
sounds like
Jedward. Love Jedward.
That is mean.
Oh,
What's your
sorry.
thing against Jedward?
I don't have anything against Jedward.
Do you not
But
do panto
Brandon
with
sounds
Jedward?
like Brandon. He doesn't sound like Jedward.
I know, when
That's
in
why I
that
said it's
moment,
mean.
he
Let
sounded
him
like
have his own
Jedward. That's
voice.
the
Do you know what I
funniest
mean?
thing.
No,
Right,
if you
lads,
wanna
we're
take
getting
it-
off topic, right? It's about me.
Oh, here we
Me.
go.
All about
me.
me.
Yeah, nothing new there.
5k with Chris. I ran a 5k. Sorry, no, like, let's be selfless. I'm sorry. I was talking about myself
No,
there.
that
and then,
is good,
Do you know what
though.
I mean?
Congratulations.
Very good. Now I
Fair
feel
play.
validated.
Did you feel good after it?
No,
No.
no.
Did you not?
I
What's the
did.
point?
I did. No, I did. I felt great. My legs didn't.
He's lying.
My legs didn't. It was great. Burnt off a few calories.
Did you run the full 5K or did you stop anywhere in between?
this
Just
is the
park
thing.
car
I
up.
need to know.
But see, this is the thing. I didn't know what the story was. Like, whether or not people doing the 5Ks were like only doing like 1K. Do you know the way we have all the 5K runner shit going on? So I didn't know.
It's about 3 weeks ago.
That's so last year, Brandon.
No, but do you get what I mean? So I'm just assuming like maybe there are some of these people that just aren't arse doing the 5Ks. So
Honestly.
anyways, we
no.
were there and we was like, yeah, we were just kind of chatting away to each other, and then all of a sudden he starts running and I'm running.
How
and
does that work? Is he running holding the camera?
yeah, so like he'll pull
No,
out.
there's a camera crew on a Jeep.
Yeah, but
gone
I'm like,
beside
how
them
do you
as they
hold your
record.
phone still when you're running?
He's very.
Did you ever
He's
hear
very like, do you know
stabilisation?
what? Not that he stops running, but it's like he just kind of steadies up. It's very weird. Yeah, so no, it's like, I don't want to say it's weird. It's just like he's running, but then he kind of steadies up and he's able to kind of keep the camera
It's
still.
so smooth.
But then I was like, do you mind if we do a bit? Because I do the segment every week. It's like getting random shit together and I'm losing weight and da, 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 da. So I was like, oh, this is great. I'll ask Chris if he wants to be in it. He said, yeah, absolutely. So then I'm like, Chris, do you want to give some words of wisdom? And then I look back at the video and it's just like, oh my God, yeah, no, you need to just keep going and don't give up and da da da. Very great, but like,
What
it
is
was just
underneath
The
that table?
stabilization is not
the
giving.
stabilization's not there and it's just like back and forth like and going everywhere. So then I thank God for CapCut and the stabilization feature, because
Yeah.
that really helped.
Oh, isn't it good?
Oh my God.
I
Yeah.
never had to use that. Go running in my videos, but
Oh lads, it was amazing.
I'd be and imagine, like, obviously I wouldn't be asked to go on the 5K with Chris, but if I was and I ever did it, did you ever see them TikToks and it's like go on a walk and listen to some nature music, and in the nature music and it's like
You'd have.
and it's just your man like not breathing. That's me. Like,
I was going to say you'd have in your
no,
ear.
I nearly died. I will never forget walking up. Where's the hill? There's a hill at like Dunleary or something.
Don't
Or
leave.
Hout.
Killiney Hill.
I nearly died. Well, I was convinced I nearly died when I did a walk up a Hout. There's a big huge mountain beside Hout.
Is that with the cross? No,
No,
that's
that's
Bray
Bray.
Head.
That's Bray.
Yeah, sorry.
Bray
That's Bray.
Head.
Geography.
That's Bray.
All right.
So
Well,
Hout,
no, sorry, that sounded
Yeah,
very
Hout,
accusatory. It wasn't me.
Oh
But it's
my-
like a death trap. It's like walking up to Indiana Jones set.
is it?
Like, I felt like it's just real. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, you're walking up and it's like perfectly shaped like a big ball. I just went through it like Indiana Jones. Do you get me? Like, I just felt like if I turned the corner, that big oak was going to come towards me. And it took the life out of me.
I love that for you.
I'm so confused.
That's
I'm not gonna
amazing.
lie.
I went on a hike, Shanice.
When?
Daniel left his house. Is essentially what's happening here.
I went on a hike
When did you do that?
last week.
3
No, it was about 2 years ago.
I feel like you have a story about nearly dying every single week, don't
Yeah,
you? Daniel
it's
comes
that
close to
dramatic.
death all the time, especially in taxis.
If you're not coming to that every week, are you living life to the fullest?
Oh, you little rebel!
Quote that.
You little
Oh
rebel!
my god! Did
Put
I ever
that
tell
on
you
a
about how I
t-shirt.
made a prayer?
A prayer.
You made a prayer?
Yeah.
No.
Can we say the prayer?
I don't remember it.
Oh.
But I made a prayer in the back. I was like about 10 and I made a prayer in the back and went in school the next day and told my teacher that I made this prayer and she thought I was like a saint risen. Like, she genuinely thought I was a saint. She got like printed out everywhere. She wanted to get it put in the Bible. I was like,
What in the Bible?
When I was
swear,
younger,
she had it printed out everywhere.
when I was
Shout out to
younger,
her.
I gave
She
my
believes
teacher
in it.
an apple because I didn't want to eat it for my lunch.
You gave a teacher an apple.
Do you know the way people do that over in America and you see that and like I was like, oh, this is great, I'll just give the teacher an apple. So I gave my 5th class teacher an apple. I was like, there you go, that's for you. Oh no, it was 3rd class. Gave it to her because I didn't want to eat it. No, I gave it to me for my lunch, I gave it to the
Oh
teacher.
my, that's very thoughtful, man. Very good.
I just thought I'd
Anybody
throw
else?
that in
Comment
there.
below
Seeing
if
as
you
we're
give your
talking
teacher
about
apples.
skill. I don't know, I was a little lick arse in school, lads. I did weird shit like that all the time.
That's
You're not
fair
licking
enough.
anyone's eyes giving them an apple.
Yeah,
An
what is
apple
it
a day
like?
keeps Brandon away.
Lose weight.
Shanice has started her driver lessons.
I have.
Finally.
Lads, it's been a long time coming, let me tell you. But I'm not doing manual, I'm doing automatic. I don't think my brain could handle a manual. I was in the car and I was trying to remember everything as is. I was like, if I had a manual, the car wouldn't be moving. Like, I wouldn't be in the middle of the road right now. A manual. But I wouldn't. I love it. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to get my own car.
Does it feel like you're driving a go-kart?
No, why?
Is driving automatic?
That's got nothing to do with the car.
I
Sure,
feel like
it
no.
goes 'cause
I
it's
feel
like a
like if I
go-kart.
was to go back and do it now, I'd do automatic.
Do you
I had
think?
to learn a manual
I
because me instructor's car was manual, so I had to. I was also kind of afraid of the societal repercussions
it
of
though
like
as well.
people
Oh.
always say like, oh, you're lazy if you drive
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
automatic.
Nice
Right
little
now,
things.
actually, as a matter of fact, there is probably some random misogynistic podcasters talking about how it's
Oi,
lazy.
Are you
Oh,
driving automatic
you
cars in
driving
2025?
That's well gay. Like that's exactly what's happening.
But I did my 12 lessons in a manual, and I don't even know how I finished them because like that was stress. I remember I was like driving. He had me going through Lucan or something like that, and I was driving, and I seen people that I knew, and I was like, oh my god, no, oh my god, no. And it was like on a hill start, and I was like, and like it just kept failing. Like I just kept, what's it called when you
Stalling.
stalling.
Yeah.
So embarrassing, and I don't even think they copped me, but I was just like trying to get the car going.
So you can be on the road by now.
Could have been.
You,
I
so
feel like
you
if I
did
had
your 12 lessons.
yeah, if I had it done automatic, I'd be driving by now.
Yeah.
It's because I did manual and then I was shitting it then. I was like, oh my god, if I go out on the road with bleeding that and then looking, and then, do you know, I'm like
like this.
galloping down. Oh, the chairman. Yeah, galloping down the road.
I have beef against all these driving testers. Testers.
Do you
What
think
they're called,
it's a
driving
scam?
testers? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
scam.
What's a scam?
It's
A
like
driving
scam.
test.
It took me 4 times to pass my test.
Did
But the
it?
second time, do you know what your man did? He was a bastard, lads. He was a bastard, right? So essentially, I did it 4 times before I passed it, right? So the first time I was like, right, well, it was justified. I think I got like 12 grade 2s, and you need less than 8 to pass. If you get 8, you failed. If you get 7, you pass, basically, and it's grade 1, 2,
12.
3. But for the second one, he gave me 18 grade 2s, right? But this
What were you doing, ripping around?
anchor, right? This basically, he made me go up and do a hill start, but he also turned it into like a turnabout as well, like the 3-point turn. So he made me do it on this like mad
Johnny.
steep hill. He brought me down some like dingy back road, weird places where like all the roads were like shit quality. It was very, very strange. Didn't like it at all.
720p roads, like.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But I hated it, like I absolutely hated it, and he was just rude as well at the same time. So you made me real panicky. So I remember when I was doing the practical part. What was it called? The practical part? No, the
Oh my god,
do
that's
you know the
something I
speaking part of the
learned.
test? So you
Yeah.
have to go
Yeah,
into
you
the
know that.
shoot.
I didn't realise you had to do an actual like.
You go in.
What's this,
Yeah,
and this?
yeah. So I'm sitting there, right, and I don't know how it happened. Like all 4 times that I did my driving test, I this part up completely. So essentially, they bring you into the room and they're like, name 3 parts of the car that you have to keep clean. And I'm like, steering wheel. On me mass. Like, I swear
Steering
to
wheel,
God.
gear stick.
I swear I was a handbrake. Like, I didn't know.
He's not wrong.
I was actually panicking when you said that. I was like, oh, what?
Preventive measures and all.
Myself, right, and this is me after I remember the first time, no, the second time that I did the test, I took a few drops of the rescue remedy, right, that did no good, so I went back the 3rd time and I necked the bottle of it. I just thought, you're only meant to put about 5 drops of it. I was floating. No, I wasn't. Doesn't do that, and I'm nearly sure that's a placebo. Anyways, rescue remedy sponsor me. But, oh god, lads, it was a very stressful time. So as soon as I did pass, I swear to God, I started breaking down crying. Then the minute your mum was like, congratulations, you passed, because I was then pretty sure that I failed. I nearly crashed on the roundabout the 3rd time.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
not the first time.
And I was don't you start. Don't you start, sorry.
Yeah.
What was that, Miss Learner driver?
Oh?
What was that?
Yeah, has she
What
crashed? No.
Yeah, period.
Yeah, give her 6 months.
Give me longer
car.
than that. Yeah, give me a car. And
Sponsor.
I'll show you.
Toyota sponsor Shanice.
Look, if anybody wants to reach out and give us all a car, I don't know.
That'd be great.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it is a scam. To be honest.
What makes you think it's a scam though?
Because think about it, like they can just fault you, and you have to come back and spend another nearly £100 again.
Oh, fair.
That
Oi.
keeps them.
Brick myself. So what they do is, right, when you're sitting in the car with them, they have this little iPad, right, and it's like, do you know the way your screen has like the privacy screen, so you can't even like
See what
you
they're
can't even look,
marking.
and as soon as you see them start like tapping away,
You're like,
what
am I
am I
doing that wrong?
What am I doing?
I'm sorry.
And I'm so like panicking.
What's
You're
your man?
leaving me up. Like I was.
one.
what
What's his Dan Tiger or something? Was it?
Who?
I watched loads of his videos beforehand. He's really helpful. Dan Tig.
Oh, Dan Tiger.
Ooh.
He's on YouTube. I think he's on TikTok now as well, but he was really helpful.
Do you know what is mad as well? Why are people? Why is like motorways not a part of your test?
Because you can't go on the motorway when you're a learner.
But that's crazy. How are you expected to be like, yeah, there you can drive now off the motorway?
Oh my god, I remember the first time.
I remember I went onto a dual carriageway and I literally gicked it. I was driving and he's like, faster. I was like, what? And then like putting everything. He's like, it's 100, faster. I was
Oh lads. I remember the first time I had never been on a motorway before, and I remember the first time I ever went on the M50, and it was because my ma asked me. So her friend lives out in Knockline, so she asked me to go out and collect her. She had a few drinks, do you know what I mean? So anyways, I brought her out, not realising that the Apple map was after bringing me onto the M50 in order to get out there. So right, and then it's like, and now take the next turn onto the M50 and take the next, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh my god, and then you can see like the 100km/h.
Nah,
I'm like,
me
well, I've never
nerves.
driven this
But
one up like that.
seeing some people driving on the road, I'm like, that is scary. But when I was out driving, right, I was in Cabra. I was driving around the streets in Cabra, right? I was going around the roundabouts. I felt deadly. But then he had to keep reaching over and getting the steering wheel and bringing me back, so I kept going into the middle of the road.
how?
Because I felt like I was so close to the cars that were like
Yeah.
parked on the path. He was like, you're in the middle of the road, come
Do you
back
know?
in here.
Do you know what happens as well? And it's actually something that I've noticed is like, if you're not driving dead straight, or if you're not looking dead straight, then like, let's say you're looking off this way, like you're looking over here, and all of a sudden you're kind of drifting over that way.
I don't know about you, but I look out the front window. Yeah, so I'm going that way.
No, not that I'm like actively looking that way, but let's say you're looking at the front. The front is in their peripheral vision, but then you're kind of glancing over this way, and then it's kind
Yeah.
of easy to.
I'm never getting in the car with you again.
Me? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I've driven you to the top and bottom.
He's
of
a really
Ireland.
good driver, to be fair.
Not a bother
really
out of you.
good
When you
driver.
get your licenses, I get to be passenger princess, and God knows
won't
I'm
even do
waiting
it.
on the day. You won't what?
You
No.
won't even get in the car with us.
Well, I will. I only say that. I will.
No, we won't.
Give me a break.
He'll be
You suppose-
criticising-
as
you'll be
if you're going to
criticising us if
bother
we're
driving to
driving
the
in
other
a car.
side of Dublin just to collect me from my gaff. You're going to be like, oh, effort.
Well, you do it
Yeah,
for
of course I
us.
would.
Yeah, but like whenever we're going away or we're down the country, like
We're on the way. to
we're
be
on the
fair.
way, or
Yeah.
you're on the way.
Yeah. You're well on
Just
our way.
Anyways, lads, next topic of discussion: Adolescence.
Ooh.
I had the opportunity to watch it, so I remember you know, you had said it to me before. Like, have you seen it?
Sorry, I found that sentence so strange. I had the opportunity to watch it. So did everyone.
No, but as in, I found myself with some spare time to be able to go and watch it.
Yeah, fair.
And I hadn't before. When I remember you had asked me, I think it was last week, I think the two of you had watched it, and I was like, what's this about? Because me just thinking that it was some kind of weird version of Derry Girls or something, because when you hear Adolescence, you don't actually think, well,
You think Derry Girls?
well, I don't know what I was thinking, which other way Derry Girls are teenagers. Either way, right, I wasn't expecting it to be
Wait,
what
does
it
Adolescence
was.
mean?
Teenage.
Adolescence, yeah, like your
Teenager.
the
yeah,
transition
those,
from
yeah.
being a teenager into
Yeah.
adulthood.
So anyways,
Yeah, I knew that already.
Adolescence.
adult lesson.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Adolescence.
No.
Daniel just make a word up?
Not it.
No,
It's such a good show, though.
it's so heavy.
It is
very
heavy.
so heavy.
such a
But it's
strong
an
message.
important topic that needs to be discussed, because I saw loads of things floating around TikTok of people being like, oh, it's like a boring ending and stuff like that. But the whole, like, the principle of the series is that it's not a did he do it, because he's like, it's obvious that he did it. It's why he did it, because he never said I didn't do it. He said I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
And that's what got me, because I was thinking, like, oh, did he do it? So a lot of people took it different ways, and the way that I took it was, did he do it? Like, because he was convincing me when that scene when he was with the psychiatrist, I was like, oh, he's like manipulating my mind here.
I felt like I was getting gaslighted because there was literally the video of it happening.
Video of it, yeah. Everyone
I
was John Flaw when that
know,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
I was expecting, see, when he went into this school, I was expecting it to be one of the lads and we were going to find out
I
later.
was convinced it was Ryan.
Yeah, so was
Was
I.
his name Ryan? Don't know.
Think so, or Tommy, one or the other.
Oh, Tommy's one of them. Probably
Yeah,
one of them.
no,
I was
there's two of
thinking,
them.
the one that ran away. Remember?
Yeah,
He was
the one
like,
that
Yeah.
liked
I
I
thought it
was
was going to be
convinced it was
him
one of
that'd
them.
show up on CCTV, and it wasn't actually him. But afterwards, when I went on TikTok and I saw the overall verdict of what everyone was thinking, and then you kind of get a deeper insight as to what the show is about, I was like, that makes sense. It makes so much
It's
sense.
real life.
It is.
Like, this is what actually happens. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like it's probably more of something you see or hear about in maybe like England, but it still happens. Like,
But
and
specifically, violence against
women. Oh yeah.
It's
No.
very, do you know what? It's a very obviously serious topic, or, you know, a bunch of serious topics that they cover. But I think it's only once you actually go back and dissect it afterwards
Yeah,
that you kind of
absolutely.
see everything. Like you're saying there, he's like, I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I think there's so many different things like that, and I've seen an awful lot of people's kind of opinions and analogies of different things, and there's so many details that you kind of just go over your head.
Yeah.
But
I
when you go
do.
back and look
Yeah.
and think, oh my god,
So important. I feel like anybody who's listening to the podcast or watching right now, if you haven't watched Adolescence, please make it your mission to watch it, because especially if you have kids, I feel like obviously in the generation now, they're growing up with social media, you don't know what they're doing in their room. You really don't. And all of that, like, more or less happened in his room, like what they were saying in the series. I think we made him the same way we made him. Like, they were asking questions about, like, did they fail as parents and stuff like that. But you're not going to 100% know what's going on in your child's life if they're in their room and they're on their phone.
My
It's
Because-
mad
First
though,
parents.
even when like when they're in the station, and they're like, even the sister's like, well, he wouldn't do it,
Yeah.
because it's like, you just wouldn't
Believe
It's
it.
crazy though. It's just so weird. Like, you wouldn't think that any of your loved ones would do anything of that sort.
Yeah.
But that's
it's
what
like
you
you
could
just
see the
don't know.
heartbreak on the dad's face as
Yeah.
soon as he's seen it.
Oh, and
He
he
was
broke
like,
down.
oh
He was
my
like,
god,
Jesus Christ.
I felt so bad for him.
Come here, lads. It's a heavy topic to like touch on, but it's necessary. It needs to be spoken about. Especially what I was saying to you is, like, violence towards women is increasing more and more each day, and I feel like younger men need to be shown that a certain mentality is not safe. It's not a good mentality to have, like with what you're seeing online with toxic masculinity, certain people that these like young boys look up to. It's not someone that you should admire. Do you know what I mean? And it's contributing to the whole like conversation now of violence against women. It's not even a conversation, it's happening. And it's not a topic that we can dance around. It's heavy because it's real.
Exactly. I think, do you know what? I feel like an awful lot of men would agree, and like obviously they should agree with that 100%. I think an awful lot of men might not know how to kind of go about the subject or speak about it, because from a personal standpoint, obviously I'm not a woman, so I can't speak on a woman's experience. So I'd love to kind of seek more education out on it, because even a few years ago, I would like to think that I have, but I think even a few years ago, I wouldn't have thought, to stand like a bit back, walking behind the street from a woman, like, stuff like that late at night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of little different things like that. And I feel like it's only when you actually hear these things and hear it from a woman's perspective and you think, oh my God.
Yeah.
And
it's scary.
Even seeing Chloe Coyce's video, which we'll touch back on later, it's crazy to me how women have to do this.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say feel like they have to. Like, they have to.
She took every preventative measures possible, and she still was in a situation like that. Like, to be honest with you, in her situation, I felt so bad for Chloe when I was watching that video. I was like, that's definitely after shaking her up, because obviously it would. It's a scary situation to be in. But there needs to be more, like, especially in hotels, if you go up to I saw people giving tips and tricks for women online, if you're solo traveling or if you're staying in a hotel, if you go up to the reception and they give you like a key card with your number to the room and they say it out loud and someone's like standing around, you can immediately ask for a new room, because that's confidential information. And it's giving
things
people
like that people don't even realise, like, as that Chloe said in her video, like, she was standing out on the road and she was just saying,
and he followed her straight in.
He was waiting to hear that and followed her in.
And there was nobody on the door to be like, are you staying in this hotel? Show me your key card. Show me evidence.
But the fact that it was, oh yeah, we saw him coming with you.
Yeah.
But we just thought it was your boyfriend.
But if that escalated to be something much more heinous.
Like, and even in the video, Chloe said she could hear him struggling in the door trying to get in.
Yeah.
What part of you looked at them cameras and saw that and said, oh yeah, they must be together.
But there was no one there. There was no one in reception. There was no one on the door. There was no one behind the reception.
Yeah, there was no one there, yeah.
So like, that's where women are failed. I'm sorry, that is where women are failed. Like, there's constantly being that push of safety, what we can do to protect women and to encourage them to like feel like they're safe. But she's so lucky that her ma was in that room.
Oh,
so lucky, because if he squeezed in the door, in the reception and in the elevator, the belt. Did you see him taking off the belt?
I know. Yeah, I know.
Like, do you know what I mean? And then followed her down the corridor. If her ma, she knocked on the door, but I fear that if her ma wasn't in that room, would he have tried to slide in that door as well if he slid in 2 doors already? Do you know what I mean? I know, lads, I'm sorry, that is a heavy topic to discuss. But if you do have male friends, family, whatever it may be, encourage them to watch Adolescence just to see the importance of it. And just to kind of make women feel more safe in their environments. But on a lighter note, a much lighter note, because that is a little bit heavy, the weather's been good. We're getting back to the warm weather, and it's almost summer. Well, we're in March, so I don't know how much we can say about that, but summer holiday.
Irish summer starting about July.
Yeah, fair.
And then finishes
That's
in August.
That's when the sun comes in.
No, literally.
Finishes
in July and finishes in July.
But we're all going away together.
Yeah, this is going to be our first time going away together.
And together, yeah.
I feel like we should probably touch on this in the next half of the podcast.
Right, what is
because
it?
we do have a very special guest.
Wait, what's going on?
Who's also coming on the...
Who's
also coming on the holiday with us. So we're going to touch on that in the next part of the podcast. But for now, please hear a word from our sponsor.
Welcome to the Socially Awkward podcast, which is kindly sponsored by RT Player.
If you're on the hunt for something to watch, RT Player has got you covered with the biggest shows from home and abroad.
You can dive into must-see series like Playing Nice and Blue Lights.
Or stream everyone's favourites, Kin and Normal People.
Or, if you're a fan of Yellowstone,
don't miss the brilliant spin-off series 1883 for your fix of the famous Dutton family.
And sure, that's not even the half of it.
There's so much to watch on RT Player. Head on over and stream the biggest and best from home and abroad. And we are back. Thank you again to our sponsor RT Player. But we're not back alone.
No, we are not.
We're back with someone else.
Smooth.
Lauren Murtagh, how's it going?
Hey girl.
How's everyone doing? How are y'all doing?
Welcome to the podcast.
Guys, thank you so much for having me.
Come here, listen, for those that are listening and wouldn't know much about you, who are you? What do you do? Don't worry, it's not an interview.
Feels like that.
What's your
Under
PPS
pressure
number?
now. Yeah, I'm just Lara Mert. Late night munch alarmers.
Late night
Is it
munch with
lamb or
Larmers.
is that what we're going by?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think anytime I come across somebody like
It rolls
in
off the tongue.
public or whatever,
Larmert.
it's Larmert. Larmert.
Larmert. So
Larmert.
Larmert, queen of the late night munch, queen of Romeo's.
Oh,
Queen of-
Rosalleo's.
Queen of
Excuse
Chicken
me.
Shack.
Chicken Shack.
Chicken Shack.
I had a Chicken
Is
Shack
that
the other
not
day.
like
Had a Chicken Shack the other
that
day.
not like controversial? No.
It could be. I haven't really thought about
Wait,
it
why?
that much because you could be
Romeo's
setting
ever-
me up for
Oh,
failure.
Romeo. Oh, yes.
Are Romeo's ever like, yeah, lovely, step away. Chicken.
No.
Back
no, they're
away
nice.
from the
Well,
chicken.
Chicken Shack is chicken. Do you know? It's just
Yeah.
like strictly
Nice-
chicken.
nice
Do
chicken.
Romeo's not
Romeo's
doing like
is
chicken, no?
oh, Romeo's has everything.
Romeo's is nice as well.
Yeah,
You been
Romeo
paid to say that?
is nice.
Nice as well. No,
I'm
love,
not biased. I'm actually not. I promise.
love a kebab.
How does that work? So what are you doing for Romeo's? Like, are you like social media manager? Are you
I'm just
Larmert
face.
in
I'm just
Romeo's?
Larmert. I go in there, do a few shifts, put in a bit of work like everyone else.
That's what I think everybody was wondering because I've seen you on loads of Romeo's ads and it's like, are you working there? Like, are you there full time? Is it a side gig? Like,
It's just when I feel
She
like
fell
I go
off.
in and she did
She's
for
in
real.
Romeo's.
Late night munches weren't doing. They weren't getting views.
she's just a really big fan, guys.
Oh yeah, just
Late night shift.
love a burger.
Apart from the late night munches, you sing. Oh yeah, Miss Girl.
Girl.
You've grown up singing, haven't you?
Yeah,
From what
literally
age?
from I'd say what's that saying? Like I could sing before I could talk and I could dance before I could walk.
Oh my
Like,
God.
is that saying
Something like
did I
that,
just-
yeah.
did I
Yeah,
just come
that's
out
what
that?
it is.
Or
Enter.
2025.
Enter Amy Winehouse. Valerie. Lads, have you seen this video?
This is Brandon's character.
Oh,
No,
lads.
what is it?
So I was shown this video by someone who you know. So essentially, it's a video of Lauren, and it's like a talent show. It's a bit like Ireland's Got Talent type
It's-
vibes, isn't it?
It's,
What
it's
was
literally that. It's called the All Ireland Talent Show, but
Yeah, so
it was out.
Was that on TV?
Was. It was indeed, yeah. Or she won
Back in the day.
back in the day.
Back-
Was
in the
it on
day.
RT Player by any chance?
They should
Is
get
it
it
now?
on there.
How old were you in it?
I was 7. Yeah.
And you made it to
7.
semi-final?
Yeah, I went on auditioned with my dad, and he played guitar. So if you look it up on the old YouTube or whatever, you'll get a video of me and my dad. And then they said,
So cute.
"Excuse me, no, we just want you, Lauren."
Oh, did
Yeah,
they?
so I had to come up with a dance routine, and
I feel like we
Dancing.
need to insert the clip.
Yeah,
of you
absolutely.
No,
singing.
there will be. We have to put in a clip.
We need to.
I think you need the part of me kicking the leg up.
Oh my God, yeah. So she goes, "Did you find a good lawyer?"
Bang.
Like goes like that with her leg.
Can you imagine just
Showstopper.
a little girl standing on this big stage and she says, "Listen, for this dance routine, I'm just gonna actually kick my leg up." Like what?
But it was so. Do you know what? Because you were so
random.
young.
Like, it was just me on stage. And
It was
boom.
just so cute and so innocent, though. Do you know what I mean? It was like It was like
She's not like that. Where'd that girl
It's
go?
not like where's she gone?
Where's she at?
Life happened. Life.
For real.
You give Late Late Toy Show energy. Were you ever on the Late Late Toy
I
Show?
wasn't. No, I missed that. So I was in all the stage schools. I was in Billy Barry. I was a Billy Barry kid. I was in Spotlight. But
You were in Spotlight.
I was in
I
Spotlight.
did Panto with Spotlight.
did you?
Yeah, did you do Panto?
Yeah.
When?
I did it the year Sean and Connor Price were in it.
Oh, I was
Oh
going
my
to say,
God.
did you did the Jed? Did you did the bop?
Long lost families
Did you
one.
do the Jed? No, the first one.
No, I didn't do that one.
Oh,
no, we just missed each other.
Yeah,
like
we
I
did.
missed the toy show.
Missed opportunity there.
Yeah, but two Johnnies are on the late recently, and my sister, she was actually shout out to my sister.
Emma.
She Emma Lynn.
Emma
She
sorry.
Lynn.
is your biggest fan. She
Love
loves
her.
this podcast so
Love
much.
her.
But she was on the Late with two Johnnies, and I was sitting in the audience, and they brought me down, so I got to do a little bit of dancing at the start.
No
Yeah.
way.
So that's my claim to fame.
Oh my God, was that when they
Very
were doing the
good.
hurling? Was it the hurling of the GAA episode
the
or whatever?
GAA,
That was
yeah,
what it was,
is
yeah.
right, yeah.
Oh my
That when you were
God.
pure vlogging in the audience.
I was. Don't tell them.
There, bye.
Lauren just started vlogging on live TV.
Literally, yeah.
Everyone just be snapping photos.
Before the break, though, we were talking a little bit about there's a certain someone who's going to be coming on holidays with us.
You, Miss Girl.
We're going to Iron Apple.
I know.
6 weeks away, lads. I'm trying to get my beach body ready.
No,
Oh,
like
would you give
Oh, lads,
over?
it's not working. I'm trying. Do you know? Actually, no, it is working. I do my little series, getting Brandon shit together. So like that, it is working. Do you know what I mean? Dropping off slowly but surely. But Jesus, that's hard work.
you're doing well.
perfect
You're
the
flat
way you
out.
are.
Thanks.
Yeah, I saw it's like 40 days or 41 days until they go. I'm like,
No, and it's getting closer every day.
No, but does anybody at home, like, do you ever get, like, when you actually don't realise how close a holiday is until it's like, surprise, bitch?
No,
Like,
literally like a week
in your
away.
face.
But when is it not going? Like, when is it ever going to be enough where we're just like, do you know what? I'm going on holiday the way I am. Happy with the way I am. Why do we have to get beach holiday ready for
I know.
everything?
Do you know what it is, lads?
Society.
It's so we're going away with, you know, a bunch of UK creators, and every single one of them
Have six
is
packs.
gorgeous.
They're
all
unreal.
just like tan.
models, I
Do you know
swear
what I
to
mean?
God.
It's like walking into the Love Island villa, and I say that like in the nicest way possible.
And
But
then when we
my
head
God,
over, it's going to be California. It's going to be like the undateables.
We're gonna walk over. They're gonna be like, "Where's the camera crew?"
All of the content is going to be made of them, and we'll be like not backstage footage, behind the scenes footage.
But that's what happens. Like, they do these interviews and stuff, and then, you know, they're all literally with their big massive blowouts, and they go all out. Like, I remember we went over with a bunch of them. We met some of them in London, and they had the hair recorders in, the rollers in, and they were literally
In the
just getting
airport,
ready
yeah.
I
to
feel like
go.
you're going to be like that going to the airport, are you?
I can't wait for the late
I'm gonna
night.
try.
Yeah, I can
You
feel
want
it.
the late Larmor?
Late
Late Larmor.
Taking
late
over.
night munch with Larmers.
In Iron Apple.
Oh, that's gonna be probably like
Hola.
Well, you know, they set
my
their praise at like
Oh my
1 in the
gosh.
I
morning.
forgot. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. There's actually one for everyone in the audience.
What?
I actually have a late night munch for everyone in the audience.
Oh yeah.
That was tied in beautifully. That was like,
yeah.
everybody in the audience.
That's so cute.
Oh,
Lauren!
she's running around.
Oh my god. Lads.
Oh, we're
Oh,
colour
lads.
coordinated.
Literally colour
It's giving
coordinated.
Easter. It's giving Easter.
It's given Easter, it's given happy, it's given, oh my god. It's given,
What's going
So
on?
cute.
oh my god.
Thank you.
Here.
She has one for everyone in the audience.
Lauren.
But we're not allowed to eat or drink in the studio, so these are going right down beside us, all right?
They got right down beside us because
down
we
beside
will
us.
get
Food or
murdered if
drink
we
in
eat
the
in here.
But they will
Studio,
be
take
demolished
them.
later, man. Thank
You're
you.
a little legend, thank you.
Other guys.
That's very kind.
Such a sweetheart. Honestly.
You're our favourite guest now.
We'll have you on everything.
Yeah, we should sign like a little, not a petition, what's it called? We should have like requirements where like guests have to bring us food.
Oh my god, like a rider. Do you know? Have you ever heard of a
Yeah.
rider?
No, what is it?
For like DJs and musicians and all. I only figured this out because
You're a DJ now?
I'm trying to be.
Miss Cartel?
Cartel.
But when you go to these events and if you're backstage and all, they have a rider, so it's like requirements that they have when they're coming over for the show. So I think MK on his rider is milk. He has milk on his rider.
He has loads of stuff.
Yeah, loads. But it's basically like I can't do the show without these. Like they
my
need to
God.
be like snacks.
Normally it's like drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe food. I remember we did one for our bingo. I remember they had like food, fruit platters, like mad stuff, and they didn't even touch it. And I was like, "What is the
Sure.
crack?
What is
Why
wrong
would
with you?
Miss Cartel did the thing for Button Factory. It was a charity gig, and when you're down in like the backstage part for the Button Factory, like in the little rooms, there's like different riders for each musician and groups and all, and I can't remember what group it was, but on their rider was a pool table.
Oh my god.
So
my
that means
goodness.
everywhere they do a gig,
They need a pool
they
table.
need a pool table. Isn't that mad? I
I
didn't know
would.
that
For real.
existed.
I'd be that extra as well.
Would you?
Yeah, I would.
You'd be a diva.
Why
I
not though?
just-
Like, do you know what I
You'd be
mean?
a
No, do you know what I need? Remember those old Cadbury little vending machines that you could get in Smith's or in Argos? And it dispensed chocolate
Vending
bars.
machine?
That's what I'd want.
Where did Brandon
Oh
just
my
come up
god.
with his own product?
No, I swear. Like, you'd
sure
pop
you
a
didn't
euro
dream
in.
that?
No, it was like a little fake one. Remember the old like little pick and mix sweet shops that you could get in Smith's and stuff? So there was a Cadbury's one, but it was in Argos, and it did like all the chocolate bars, and you could literally like dispense them, and little obese Brandon at the time was his dream. So I need one of them. And maybe like a fridge with loads of Monster.
If yous were, right, this is a non-negotiable, right? What would be one thing that you'd need on your rider?
Mine would be a Range Rover, and I just
Yeah,
take
period.
it.
For each place that you gig in. It's just a collection
Have
of
like
Range
20
Rovers.
different.
What would yours be?
Just kind of Monster, and I'm fresh. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
Maybe some snus.
Fair.
Yeah, strawberry ice.
Vape.
Yeah, that's me sorted. Like,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Fair. I feel like mine would be just loads of chocolate.
I thought you were going to say like
No.
Sol de Janeiro or something.
Oh yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Salt is
If you could
Janeiro.
pick anything, fragrances. I hate smelling bad.
I feel like I know we've kind of spoken on this in previous episodes a little bit, but I feel like in this like day and time now, especially on TikTok, there's been so much like hate, and there's been so many people like preying on other creators' downfalls, and it's been such a heavy time. But I feel like even compared to now, or even compared to like 2020, I don't think there was this much drama in 2020. Do you?
Oh, there was.
Do you think so? I don't feel like it was
always
at
been
this level.
drama, but
Were you on TikTok in
No, I
2020?
wouldn't have been.
when
No.
did you even start social media? Like, tell us about the whole process. Like, were you a Musical.ly girl?
Well, I would have like put up a few musicals. They would have got
Love
about
Musical.ly.
3 likes,
Oh, same.
maybe. But
You doing the duet with Selena Gomez and all?
Yeah,
God.
And Jessie J.
headphones in, yeah.
Flashlight.
Do you remember the one?
Flashlight.
Do you remember the one that was like, hey now,
Oh my god, yeah.
girl, I like the way you bring that
Oh,
back.
it was
Do you
the
remember
one
that?
on Ma. So how did you get started? Like, when did you start the whole social media journey?
Yeah, I think during COVID I put up like maybe one video, and it got me a few followers, and then maybe like a year ago I just started going live, and that's what brought my followers up.
Oh yeah, you were always
you
like.
were
Yeah,
live.
so I was just
Yeah.
like going on and talking. I just love talking. I love having the crack.
We've
with people.
noticed.
Oh, okay. No, I love talking. I love meeting new people. I just love chatting shite.
Yeah.
Oh, same.
Love
That's
it.
such a good
It's
trait,
what I
though.
live
Yeah.
for it, you know. So done that, and then the following was building up and up, and I think I got to like maybe 20,000 followers. Would even
From going live?
yeah, without even posting many
It's more
videos at
Wow.
all.
personal,
That
isn't
is
it?
more
People
personal.
get to know you, and that's how you build a loyal kind
Absolutely.
of
That's crazy.
following.
It
Because there's so
was-
many people that like build a following from doing dances or something like that, but they don't know them. But the fact that you built like 20,000 just from people
going live.
like wanting to listen to you, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of it was fun. It was fun, but then I went to my first ever event, and Niamh O'Connor was there.
Yup,
and
Niamh.
Niamh. And Niamh said to me, Lauren, you're doing really well, and you're getting really good engagement. Would you not start like posting consistently? And I was like, I don't know. And then I thought about it for a few months, and then I started posting every day. She said, just post every day. I started posting every day. So kind of like, thank you, Niamh O'Connor, I guess. Like,
never
So
run out of
Niamh is
ideas.
basically the reason.
yeah, no.
Well, no,
Niamh
you're
was
the
like-
reason. You are the result of your own hard work.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, she gave me a little push. It was nice to get that
Encouragement.
encouragement.
Yeah.
It meant, yeah, from someone who has such a big following, you know, and say,
Yeah.
you know, post consistently and see how you get on. And then I met her a few months later, and she said, "No, do you see what's after happening? No,
Would you look at that?
no, but yeah, that's kind of what happened there.
oh my god, that's so cool though. Fair
What would
play,
you
Niamh.
class yourself like? What like style of content do you do? Because I feel like every Larmort video is just different. I feel like you're just
Yeah.
unapologetic.
You
You
do
do
a
a
bit
bit
of
of
everything.
everything. The one that
Literally.
stands out to me now is the late night munch with Larmort.
Yeah,
I
I think
live-
it's because it has the ring
Yeah.
to it, and not.
I just live for them. I'm so intrigued
I
to see
know.
what you have each night. I
Anything
swear
with
to God.
food, no, I just love.
I love food.
You had the big spring rolls, didn't you?
I know. Do you know what,
Rappos?
the other day, I really, really, really want to try them. They're
I
next
want
on
the
my
Rappo.
list. Tried those, you know, the fruit sandwich.
That looks
And it
massive.
The strawberries and the cream. Is it nice?
Is it like that?
Oh.
Does it
sounds
taste like a
weird,
cake?
though.
It does. It sounds like it's going to be too much. No, it was actually
Sorry, fruit on a sandwich.
beautiful.
It's
yeah.
like cream, strawberry, and then bread.
Yeah, it's milk bread. It's called. So it's not like bread.
bread.
Or like,
Yeah.
You know.
You need to try the corn dogs.
Don't know about that now.
I just literally just posted a TikTok trying a corn dog.
Oh really?
Stunning.
Okay,
Yeah,
fortune teller.
beautiful.
Do you know what? I always thought it was going to be one of these that'd be like, yeah, I'd absolutely love a corn dog. But I remember when we went to New York and I seen them on the streets and it was like,
I got one with Niamh.
What's
Massive. They are.
was it
They're
nice?
I love
hype
them. I think they're
on-
unreal.
Yeah, they're.
is it just like a hot dog but it's dipped in
Yeah, it's just like batter.
batter?
Yeah.
Like,
But if
so
it
it's like a
was
batter
on-
sausage.
If it was on the
have tried a corn dog?
street, like where does your man wash his hands?
I know, but in New York,
no,
in New York
no.
they have loads.
My ma says this to me all the time. She was like, we never got sick back in the day because we'd go to the grocer and the man would be wiping his snots and picking his apples and giving them to you. So we grew immune to all the diseases
I mean,
that were
true.
going around.
Okay.
Now we're just like sanitizing it now. I'm not encouraging that nastiness. But she was like, now everything's over sanitized and too clean that we don't build a tolerance to anything.
That is very valid.
Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel?
No, I'm mad to
Really?
make one.
Make
I'm mad
one.
to make one and start like
Make one.
just
Well, if you
vlogging.
were doing obviously TikTok live, was there ever like a bit of TikTok drama in were you ever involved in any? Because I
Oh
feel
my
like
goodness.
most of the drama that happens on TikTok is TikTok live. Is there any
Yeah.
situations where people are trying to start and you're just like, no, I'm doing me late night munch with lamb.
Yeah, because you do an awful lot of lives. Like, have you never run into anybody who's like,
I'm
dickhead.
very like with I don't know, like with hate and stuff like that. I just literally delete, block, buy. Do you know that kind of
Yeah.
way? So if anyone ever tried to come at me, I just totally block them out. Like,
Yeah,
good
that's
luck.
You're a very
Like,
confident
do you
person,
know
though.
where? Pardon?
You're a very confident person. Like I even seen your videos the other day and you were like, many going to the shop.
Many
In
on
the-
social
many,
media.
many going to the
Yeah.
shop
No,
in the
just me.
pajamas.
Oh, Grant.
Like
Yeah.
you do not care.
Well, this is it. Like, we're literally. I know
On a floating
everyone
rock.
said this, but we're on a floating rock. Like, why would you
Literally.
care what anybody thinks about you? Like, as long as you're making yourself proud and like staying true to yourself. What? Like,
Have you always had that mindset?
yeah,
Really?
yeah, absolutely.
I feel like that's a very good mindset
That is
to
a very
have, though.
good mindset.
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, at the end of it all, don't mean to get grim, but like, we're all going to the same place, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Life is too short.
Get me?
Yeah.
No
What-
regrets.
No regrets. None of
What
that.
are the goals for Laramort this year? Or let me
Yeah,
give you this
ooh.
one. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Oh,
Oi.
good one.
What's your 5-year plan?
I hate that question. I
gotta
hate it.
think.
It's
Oh.
very,
I really,
yeah.
I am such a like go with the flow person.
Yeah.
Listen, I probably have wrote down in my journal like what I want to manifest
Yeah.
or whatever, but really I just want to stay healthy. Just live life to the fullest. That's literally it.
Yeah.
I don't have like proper set in goals. I just want to be happy, enjoy
That's
life,
the main goal.
and that's the main
Yeah,
goal.
being
For me
Okay, we'll switch it
personally.
up then. If a genie gave you 5 wishes right now, what's the 5 wishes?
Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover, Range Rover.
Summon a Range Rover.
Range Rover, Romeo's, Range Rover.
Romeo's.
Would you take over Romeo's?
Yeah, if I got like free food for life, for sure.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Tell us more about your gigging though. Like you gig all around Ireland. Like that's just like you and you like.
Yeah.
Is all the equipment yours now?
Yeah. So just made the investment. Well, my parents, I suppose, made the investment. They, buy
After
me.
the talent show.
After the talent show, they
Yeah.
saw something in me.
They seen that little leg kick, they were like, she's a star.
But no, my dad, like he gave me my confidence because he always said he had no confidence, so he'd make sure that his kids had confidence. So I think that's where my confidence kind of comes
Love
from,
that.
and he
I
always
love that,
pushed me, gave me every opportunity. Might get upset, but yeah, no, like both my parents have like always looked after me so well, and they got me my equipment, and it just allows me to do what I want to do. They could easily say, look, Lauren, you have to go to college, and you
Yeah.
have to do primary school teaching, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. But they're like, no, like as long as you're happy, and yeah.
Unreal.
She comes from a very
unreal.
stable household.
No, that is so sweet.
That is
so wholesome.
that is
Thank
brilliant.
you.
And
We're
I'm
gonna
like-
use that as a promo clip.
I'm like, if anyone was in my house last night,
Everyone just cry for the thumbnail.
That's
Right.
so nice though, because I remember I seen you on my For You page because I had seen your videos before your lives, and I just seen you on your For You page one day in a pub, and I thought you were doing karaoke.
yeah,
I was like, oh my god! I was like,
say that.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, go on. I was like, why does she have like a tripod and all for the karaoke? Like, does she plan this? And then, lo and behold, the next day or something like that, or the next week, I seen you again, and I was like, no
She's
way.
gigging.
Do you have any like funny stories about gigging around Ireland? Like what?
people always ask me this, and I don't. It's really like, you just meet so many different people, and some people are. Don't get me wrong. Like I've had some creepy stories. Some people are weird. Weird. Yeah, but some like for the majority of it, people are so lovely, and I travel up and down the country the whole time. I've done wedding band gigs as well, which is so fun. Like
What's
networking with different. So
She sings at weddings,
yeah, I
Daniel.
sing at weddings.
Is it wedding band gigs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wedding
So you
have a
band
band?
gigs. So yeah, there'd be a band. Like we'll say, I do a bit of depping. So do you know what depping is?
What's
It's
that?
kind of
Yeah.
like when
I didn't even know what a wedding band was. You think I know what that is?
we'll say if there's a wedding band and they're booked for like they could have so many bookings for years in advance. Maybe a singer might drop out, or maybe they'll be sick that day, or they might have something planned for that day. They can't do that gig, so I could be brought in and doing a
I
little,
get
you know,
it.
it's fun.
And when you
it's-
just
it's
know,
good
like,
yeah, you just that's
mad.
That's the best thing about it. It's just like, you know, they could it's everyone's just like dropped in,
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
and it's like, right, this is the next song. And you're singing along. There's harmonies been thrown in. It's just, yeah, it's like it could be a fluke sometimes, but like it always turns out brilliant. You know,
Oh my god.
That sounds so cool.
So what, you've done weddings?
yeah.
Funerals.
Have you done a funeral?
I'm joking.
No.
No, I don't really do. I don't like the
Emotional.
Being sad.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do like. Maybe I will in the future, but I think it's a lot of pressure to do someone's funeral or do even someone's wedding. You know, walking down the
Yeah,
aisle.
true.
Like imagine you're like, your voice like breaks. I think, oh my god, no, I'd never recover from that. Maybe in the future, but for now, I love my pub gigs. I love doing the random wedding band gig. Give me a bit of a, what's the word, like.
Serotonin.
Yeah, like it's something different.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah,
Is that your
every now
full
and again.
time?
Yeah, but actually, well, it's my half time.
You are a jack of all trades. You do the dance teaching.
Yeah, I teach
I know this.
dancing. I
You're a
teach
dance
them
teacher.
teaching tonight.
You do the singing. You do the late night munch with Laura Merton.
Oh yeah, baby.
You're a bit of everything.
Are you bad at maths?
I am the worst at maths.
Oh, thank the Lord.
Why did you ask that question?
Because she's great at everything else.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I'm not great at everything.
that is actually
usually
also
so.
I'm shit at maths, yeah.
Oh, Lauren, you're a legend. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no, you're a gem.
Thanks so much for having me.
We have one more little segment that we want to do with you. And it's a segment that we do with an awful lot of our guests.
Okay.
Do you think you can top them?
I think I'm gonna mess this up so badly, and I'm gonna answer
Have
correctly.
faith. Have faith. Have faith.
I mean, no pressure.
The name of the segment is Wrong Way Round, which means you have to answer as many questions as possible, but you have to give the wrong answer.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
ready?
No, I'm not.
Your life depends on this.
I'm so scared.
Right.
Okay.
You
As
go.
quickly as possible as
Okay.
well, right?
What way are we doing? Clockwise?
Yeah.
You, yeah.
Okay. 3, 2,
Shaking.
1. What sound does a phone make when someone calls you?
Mary, you coming in for dinner?
What is bread and toast?
Converse.
Who sings Thriller?
Mary Robinson, former president.
Who is the president of Ireland?
It's definitely not me.
What is the main ingredient in a what is the main ingredient in a banana smoothie?
Milkshakes.
Where do fish live?
In the zoo.
What does a baker make?
Fresh olives.
Who wrote Harry Potter?
Harry Potter.
Selfless kid. What do birds use to fly?
Their antlers.
Nice. You know what? Not too bad. We'll give you a little bit of
Thank you, thank
Not
you.
too bad. It's hard when you're put on the spot because it's like, how do I actually answer wrong to this?
Yeah, I actually feel faint after that.
Is it that hard? Because I feel like people are like,
You
Is
see
it that
my
hard?
mate was going and no words are actually coming out.
well, I think you smashed it. Lauren, thanks so much for coming on the podcast again. Where can people find you on social media?
Larmert. Just Larmert. LARMURT. Larmert.
So if you're looking for some
Easy.
late night munches, you know where to go.
Larmert.
Back to me.
And lads, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the Socially Awkward podcast. If you're new, welcome to the chaos.
If you want, you can listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or you can also watch us on YouTube. So, it's your pick, really. You do what
And
you
a
like.
massive thank you to RT Player for sponsoring the podcast. We'll see you next week. Bye.
See you later. Bye.
The Socially Awkward podcast is an Onic original.
Presented by Shanice Griffin.
Brandon Caulfield.
Daniel Devlin.
Visual design and video editing by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly.
Extra special thanks to Vivian Wood.
Archive and images courtesy of Getty Images. Music courtesy of Audio Network.
Series producer Paul McGregor.
Executive producer Sasha Hamrock.
New episodes of the Socially Awkward podcast release every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You can also watch full episodes of the Socially Awkward podcast on YouTube.
This is an Onic original podcast.